Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode. Still Easter here and there, Easter here and there. But you Easter, by Easter, na dream on my home. But a couple of things are trending online. This issue caught my attention. Say when you say about to sachet waters mu. Ha, me chere pure water. They friend pure water. You betum. What is our story? And I think I'll bet. And I want to ya, mami mumu. The National Association of Sachet Waters, Sachet and Packaged Water Producers, they announced something recently. They are saying that something is you. Let me know which it and let's read this. The National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers has announced a price increase for sachet water effective April 6th due to the rising production cost fueled by a global polymer shortage. As I recorded of this video, today is what 4th, right? And they are saying that effectively starting from what 6th April. They are saying that there is this polymer shortage. I don't know, but I'm very sure say it is part of the rubber they use in the production of what the sachet. How here sachet now say they will rub them, right? And those kind of things now muhiano. And then I short say ama what sisi omo betum. Say no ye betutum until you're ready. They say you let me not drag this thing to politics. Yes, continue. The new prices are Ghana 8 cedis per X factory and 10 cedis per bag extract, and a minimum retail price of 15 cedis per bag. This hike is attributed to international market disruption, particularly the conflict in Iran, which has driven up raw material costs. As I was about to say, they said, if you buy from the factory direct, you get it at 8 cedis, and if you buy it in that they track that those company of people, whether all those kind of sachet waters no I'm about to be mut on come director, it is 10 cedis. But if you go and buy it at a normal retail shop, that is what you buy it at 15 cedis. That is me here. Maybe to me go factory here. If I may cotton or store, right? So if I go and buy it from the store, I will buy it at 15 cedis cost. Hey! Normally I usually buy cool, right? Because I usually drink cool. I was buying that 10 cedis, and jumping from 10 cedis, not 11 cedis, not 12 cedis, not 13 cedis, not 14 cedis, but jumping up to 15 good cedis. Come on, this is huge. And they are saying that it is driven by the raw materials, because they are saying it is driven by what is happening in the Russia-Ukraine war. You say aban bia betina so bia na omunya excuses. When the MPP was in power, they said COVID-19 and all those stuffs. When the NDC is also in power, they are saying that the Russia and the Ukraine war is saying to say you better to pure water. You better to pure water more. You better to the thing that we used to buy it first I need to 20%, say 50%. So that means if motor or shops no motor they buy it at 15 cedis. So that means those who are going to be standing in the traffic also, they're going to increase the yes. Let me continue with this. The National Association of Sachet Water Package Producers cited operational sustainability as a key reason for the price adjustment, ensuring manufacturers can remain operational despite mounting costs. Ghanaian citizens have expressed concern about the impacts of this increase on the cost of living. Yes, as I was saying. Russia-Ukraine war no, petrol is going up, diesel is going up. I stood here in these studios and I told you that if petrol and this all those things goes up, everything will go up eventually, and it is happening, and it's starting from where the Sachet waters, right? In related news, the NASA has been advocating the suspension of 5% excess tax on plastic packaging, describing it as a duplication of excising taxes that would impose undue hardship on producers and consumers. The association urges that the tax would further exacerbate the financial strain on consumers. Right? They are saying that all in the name of almost yeah, the tax behind the atoso. So they have to what almost do you understand what I'm saying? Let's continue. The National Association of Sachet Waters and Packaged Water Producers is a key player in Ghana packaged water industry, and its decision significantly impacts the market. Yes, significantly there, but for no cramba, it is really impacting the market, right? Because it's something else. You buy something now, and all of a sudden, it has jumped to this, right? I'm not being politicized here, but I'm saying the facts. The fact is, when MPP came into power, they were saying something about what? COVID-19. And the NDC is in power, they are saying something about what? The Russia and Ukraine war. Right? Bongo Ideas posted something, and for once I was not many Bongo Ideas saying Bongo Ideas said we shouldn't use this matter. We are here, and the dollar was going down, everybody was clapping their hands, everything was going down, everything was running smoothly, and all of a sudden you are saying say yeah, but to say what it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It might sound weird because we feel like NDC is in power, everything is going to run what smoothly. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not being MPP NDC here, but I'm saying what the fact. The fact is we can't just be sitting there and dollar goes down today, tomorrow this goes up, this thing goes up, and even petrol crown. They have not heard anything from them yet. But if you take cars and you sit into those kind of things, once I stood in the car and one driver was like, "Hey, they say they mama dollar." Yes, and that is it. Because the Russia and Ukraine war, the state of remote have been closed, and so many things are going on. Ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on this story? What's your take? Because they're saying effective April 6th, so that is coming what and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Coming what Sunday? Asamaba. Yet betul sionum. You bab. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vandy Studios. What's your take on this story? Do you think it was a good approach, or we should brace ourselves? Even we should do what? Brace ourselves. What do you think about this? Ghanaians should brace themselves for another hit on their pockets as sachet water prices goes up, set to rise from 15 per bag starting April 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on this? If you want to see this, please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe. I'm out.